Hi, and welcome back to Hook Eat Up. Today I have yet another South American delight by the name of the cachapa. Now, the first time that I ever had a cachapa was in Colombia, but it seems to be a staple food in Venezuela. Now, what is a cachapa? A cachapa is more or less a corn pancake stuffed with white cheese and butter. It's really delicious, and I'm going to show you how to make it. Now, to make this recipe, you're going to need the following ingredients. The hardest ingredient to source is going to be the flour for this dish. Now, this is the flour for arepas de choclo. It's made by the manufacturers of harina pan. It's the same company, but a completely different type of corn that's used to make this flour. Now, if you cannot get this from your local Latin American supermarket, there are recipes online that teach you how to make it using a combination of fresh corn and the harina pan that you're most likely going to be able to find. Another ingredient that you're going to need for this dish is a mixture of milk and water. Now, the ratio is 1 cup water to 1/4 cup milk, and that's going to be used to whip this into the batter. You're also going to need some unsalted butter, a 1/2 cup of roasted sweet corn, or you could get just canned sweet corn. I like to add this to the flour to add a couple bits of the corn and a little bit of texture. You're also going to need 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil and some fresh mozzarella cheese. This is the closest that I could get to the cheese that they use in South America, which is more of a farmer's cheese or a fresh farmer's cheese. I can't really find it in the US. I heard that some of the Guyanese specialty stores do carry this cheese, so I'm going to be looking out for that. But when I can't get that cheese, I'm just going to use some fresh mozzarella, and it goes well. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my bowl, because I'm going to be mixing the batter for the cachapa right in this bowl. I need to open up this flour here, and we're going to measure out 1 cup of the flour and add that to the bowl. Then I'm going to add the milk and water, the corn kernels, and the oil directly into the bowl. Now, the recipe on the bag doesn't call to add the fresh corn kernels, but whenever I've had this at a Venezuelan restaurant or in Colombia, there's always these kernels of fresh corn throughout the cachapa, and I really like the way that tastes. Now, as you mix this up and you let it sit, it'll thicken up to get to the right consistency. So as the cachapa batter rests, I'm going to get started on slicing up my cheese and heating up my griddle pan. So, in my cutting board here, I'm going to open up this mozzarella cheese, and I'm going to cut it into 1/4 inch thick wheels of mozzarella. Let's get that out there. Just going to cut this into nice 1/4 inch chunks. I'd use about 3 to 4 wheels per cachapa. So just like making pancakes, you're going to grab a nice round skillet. You can set that to preheat for about 3 to 5 minutes so it's nice and hot. So the first thing I'm going to do is get about a tablespoon of butter right into the pan here. We're just going to butter the pan, and we don't want it to brown or burn. We just want to get it nicely coated. Give this a nice mix here. Then with your soup ladle, I'm just going to grab just a ladle worth and right into the pan. And I want enough to make like a 6 to 8 inch diameter cachapa. Just spread it out, and it's going to be about, I would say about 1/4 inch thick, or maybe a little less. No different than a pancake. I'm going to let that cook for about 3 minutes on each side, flip it over, and then I'm going to add the cheese. I can't wait till you guys try this because it smells insane. It smells like like popcorn and butter and that sweetness of cornbread, it is amazing. Definitely will wake your family up if you're making this for breakfast. So when the first side is cooked through, it should be a nice golden brown and the top should start to firm up a bit. You don't want it to be undercooked because when you try to flip it, it'll break. So once it's a nice golden brown, we're going to give it a flip. Not so golden. Down. Then we're going to line the inside with a couple wheels of mozzarella. And there you have it, your typical Venezuelan cachapa. Now, I serve my cachapas with a tall glass of lemonade. That's just the way that I like it. Now, if you've enjoyed this recipe, please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Now, if you're looking for more South American dishes, stay tuned for one of these two videos, and I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you for joining me at Hook Eat Up. Take care.